What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and I know you see the title. Relax, relax. We're gonna get into that, but before we get into that, if you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I upload every day. Thank you for all the support. I was sitting around, I was on Twitter, and I saw this tweet.
The Dark Knight is one of the rare Batman adaptations that remembers that Joker should be hilarious.
And you killed 6 of my friends.
And it was a quote tweet, and I saw this.
Saw Dark Knight in theaters recently, and it's wild how every Joker interpretation since 2008 has been chasing this "the clown prince of crime is serious and important" energy, when in actuality Ledger gave one of the funniest performances in blockbusters.
And so, after I read that tweet, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, you're right. Like, and it just brought up this idea: did the Dark Knight ruin Batman? And I'm not saying it as in the Dark Knight was bad, because obviously it wasn't. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, if I'm sitting here capping and saying the Dark Knight was bad, y'all can go ahead and shoot me. All right, I ain't saying that. Relax, relax, relax. But it did cause this ripple effect of, I'm not even talking about the whole like Batman is exclusive to movies and is not showing up in TV BS that happened because of the Dark Knight, but mostly the way we perceive the character because of the Dark Knight, and how Hollywood and everyone who's doing their interpretations of Batman tried to copy the Dark Knight, which has kind of ruined the character a little tiny bit. And we're gonna get into that we're gonna break down a couple points involving the Joker and also Batman. So we're gonna start off with the clown prince of crime and stuff. So just like the tweet said, ever since the Dark Knight came out, people been putting up the Joker as the end all be all villain. Oh my god, if you put the Joker out there, this is it. This is the end game here. Joker is the most important character in Batman's mythos. He is the most necessary character. He has to be serious. He cannot crack jokes. He has to be this crazy agent of chaos, because one adaptation did it very well. That is not the character, okay? It did the character well. I'm not saying it's like, oh my god, it's unfaithful to the comic books, but you can make Joker in so many different ways where he's funny, he can be charismatic and all that stuff like that, and he's not like a creepy, dirty anarchist. It's just everyone is trying to copy the Joker or go overboard, as you see with Jared Leto and that whole cluster of what he was trying to do with the Joker. He was trying too hard to be edgy and different. It was like, bro, the tattoo damage on the forehead, and people were defending it. If we were really gonna talk about it, if we were really gonna talk about how DCEU fans were like defending, like, oh my god, it's damaged because this is new and different. This is what we needed from the Joker because it's so smart. And Zack Snyder would never agree to a shitty version of the Joker because it's in his universe and he could do no wrong. It's like, bro, it's bad. Just like people were defending Lex Luthor casting. It was bad, okay? We can admit that. It was bad. Alright? It took 10 plus years, but we can say it now. It was dog shit, okay? It's okay. Everyone is okay. But, and then the same thing with, Barry Keoghan, I think that's how to pronounce his name, his version of Joker in the Batman, where it's like, you're trying so hard to be different, and I'm not saying edgy because we only got 5 minutes of the character, but like, it's like, bro, can we go back to the original Joker? Like, he was like Arkham Knight, like the Arkham gets the best version of the Joker, because it's kind of for like the continuation of the animated series where he was doing stuff because it was funny. He was cracking jokes, you know what I mean? It was dark, it was morbid, but at the soul of the character, he is a clown. He does things for shits and giggles. I'm not saying he should be a lovable guy where they're on YouTube making Joker being a silly little man for 15 minutes. No, I'm not saying that. But there are different ways to make the Joker, and you don't have to try to repeat and mimic and out edge Heath Ledger's Joker. It just calls everyone, when they look at the Joker, they're comparing it to this one version of the Joker. And if it doesn't compare to Heath Ledger's Joker, it's just not good enough. It's like, yeah, the older version of the Joker that came out with Michael Keaton and all that other stuff, the old version of the Joker were cool, but Heath Ledger, he just defined the character. No, he did not. I'm sorry. No, the performance was stellar. No, he did not. All right. And then with the whole spin-off movie with the Joker and him being a mentally ill man, we don't need all that, okay? We don't need this. Damn it. Well, I already did a whole video how I'm sick of the Joker and we need to do different things. But if you're gonna do Joker, please do something else. Once again, I'm feeling like T-Pain again. Please do something else with the character, where it's not like Heath Ledger 2.0. It's not like I'm trying to be edgy and serious. You're gonna take me serious. He is an important villain of Batman's mythos. If that was the case, why didn't Christopher Nolan save him for the end of the trilogy? You know what I mean? Throw him in the middle of the trilogy, okay? Because he was like, this is another villain from Batman that's important to him, but we need to get through. Blah 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 blah. It's like we're going back to the circle of the video game. It was like, bro, the Joker is overshadowing every Batman villain there is. And if you're gonna do that, please do something different. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like Telltale's Batman. Even though it was like he was trying to be a good guy, didn't work out, he went crazy, but he still had that friendship relationship with Bruce Wayne / Batman. And it's like, okay, I can see what that did something different. I rock with it. The version of Riddler I didn't like at all, but you know, it was okay. It was cool. Let's rock it. It was cool. The Lady Arkham was better as a villain, but you know, we ain't gonna get into that. But and my second thing I'm gonna get to was The Dark Knight. Ever since Dark Knight dropped, every time there is a live action or edition of Batman, they try to do the realistic route. I'm so sick and tired of, if Batman was in the real world. He's not, okay? He's not. I don't give a damn about what Batman would do if he was in Chicago, right? I don't care. Why do we do this? It's like, that was my problem with Man of Steel. Oh my God, if you were to make Superman and bring him into the real world, how would we react to it? It's like, bro, I'm not trying to see that. I don't, like, yes, it's different, but it goes on the same thing of this one type of way to write a character, and it gets boring after a certain point. That's why the Batman, I love the movie, but it's like, can we please do something? Because it limits how much you can do as a character. If you're doing this super realistic, grounded version of Batman, why the fuck would he have a Robin? You're telling me he's gonna raise a 13-year-old, train him up to fight bad guys who are the bad guys who are basically domestic terrorists? Like, oh yeah, I need a 15-year-old to hop in the fight with me. That's what makes it crazy. You're cutting off like the most important parts of the character because you want to be grounded and realistic. Like, are we kidding me? Like, my issue with the Batman was like, he's not trained by Ra's al Ghul or anything. He's trained by Alfred. That's what they said in the movie. And so his combat is super limited. And my issue, like, Christopher Nolan's Batman had horrible fight scenes. I don't want to hear shit from anyone that's talking about, oh, the Batman trilogy had great fight. No, it did not. Okay, no, it did not. Let's not do revisionist history. It did not. The Batman had better choreography, but I wanted to see like I need some Daredevil type, you know what I mean? I need him to be like master of all martial arts, whooping ass. That's why Zack Snyder's version of Batman, which was a terrible version of Batman, right? The fight scene in the warehouse is people's favorite. That's why they love the Ben Affleck's Batman, because he looked like he was trained by ninjas, zipping around, fighting people, doing this, meet, you know what I mean? Had me hyped it. I was asleep during that entire movie of BVS. I was drowsy, okay, during the entire fight of the entire BVS fight. But when the warehouse scene showed up, I perked up. I was like, hold on. They just cooked with us. You know what I mean? What Walter White say?
Someone cooked here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, like, hold on, brother. I need more of that. Why you give me 2 hours of that, you know? But no, we have to stick with this. Oh, he knows how to fight, but it's like, it's not to the level what the most iconic Batman is, because we're afraid to give him his full mythos of being trained by ninjas, traveling across the globe, and learning all his skill set, because we want to be grounded and realistic. It's like, okay, bro. It just makes Batman as a character boring, because there's only so much you can do without it becoming like corny there, because then you can't have a dude that's on Venom. You know, they did it in The Dark Knight Rises, which wasn't very good, but you can't have someone that's yoked up on Venom that's like throwing Batman through buildings. You can't have a scientist that is protecting his frozen lover and using an ice gun. You can't have the Penguin, you know, really be the Penguin, you know what I mean? Which the Penguin you can do, but it's like, bro, like, we want to see like these outlandish characters, Solomon Grundy, Killer Croc, or whatever. If you're trying to make it fit in this realistic world, that's why it sticks out like a sore thumb. And that's why you can't have Robert Pattinson's Batman in Superman Legacy, because it doesn't fit. You know what I mean? The tones are so jarring. You know what I mean? It's like bringing like you have to do mega changes for it to work. Like Daredevil is a character that can fit in all aspects because he's not always a super serious person. But if you were to pull season 3 Daredevil and throw him in the Avengers, he's all bloodied and battered and he's trying to fight aliens. It's like, bro, what are we doing here? Or or you gonna have season 1 Daredevil show up and ask Tony Stark, yeah, they're Russians are trafficking women, and you know what I mean? It's like, bro, what are we doing here? The tones are so different. It's like, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, these are two separate things. We need to change it. That's why when you see Daredevil now, he's more charismatic. You know what I mean? He you know, he's flipping around, doing all this stuff where it fits. Where it's like you can't have him be this grounded dude in a universe with flying people. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you can do that. I'm saying you can, but it's like you have to change it a little bit. You know what I mean? And you can't do that with a realistic Batman. And so it makes me sick of the realistic Batman take, because it's like there is a good version of Batman out there where he has all the mythos, all, you know, the fantastical stuff, him in a Batcave with a bunch of bats, you know, gliding around, not using a wingsuit, you know what I mean, actually fighting crime, actually fighting these creatures of the night, fighting Man-Bat, you know what I mean, stuff like that, having shark repellent, like, yes, just do it. Like, what are we so afraid of? We're so afraid of the character that we supposedly love, but we want to alienate half the mythos of the character because it's not realistic. It's like, bro, realistic is boring sometimes, okay? But those are my thoughts. Let me know down below what y'all think. And did the Dark Knight ruin Batman in terms of interpreting the character from movies? I'll be in the comments down below. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.